Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how I created this really simple Lady Gaga Countess makeup look for Halloween, so let's get into it. First thing that we're going to do is create her very pale skin, and for that I'm mixing the L'Oreal True Match foundation with the Kryolan Aqua color in the shade 70. It's just the white shade, and I mixed the two together just to make it as pale as I could. And then I mixed the same cream white shade with my MAC Prolongwear concealer and just used that to conceal and kind of highlight the high points of the face as well. After I finished applying the concealer, I just used my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the shade Light to set it all in. So now we're going to be doing some major contouring to get that girl's crazy killer cheekbones. For this, I used the MAC Sculpt sculpting powder, and this is my Charlotte Tilbury powder and sculpt brush, and I just really went ham on the contouring. She had a really distinct kind of half moon shape on the forehead, along with very contoured cheekbones, nose, and the jawline. So I just went in with multiple layers. I just kept laying the contour until I was happy with how contoured and chiseled it all was. So then on the highlights of the face, I wasn't happy with how not pale it was. I wanted it to be more pale, so I actually went in with the shade Heaven from the Too Faced Natural Matte Eyeshadow Palette, which is the palette we're going to be using for the eyes. But I just went in and added even more paleness, even more whiteness to all of the high points of the face. So then to start off with the eyes, I mixed the two shades Cashmere Bunny and Nudie from that Too Faced Natural Matte Palette, and I started to create her really intense wing shape with that, really lightly buffing it on because we're going to add deeper shades later. But I just wanted to get the initial shape of that first. So I'm just using a MAC 217 brush to do that. I also took the same mixture of those two shadows and just dragged those all along the lower lash line. I then realized that I hadn't done the eyebrows yet, so I just took a mixture of the MAC Prolongwear concealer and the Kryolan white cream paint kind of thing and just put those in the eyebrow hairs there. So then to do the wing, I took a mixture of the Sexpresso and the Risque eyeshadows. I definitely wasn't too concerned about the precision of this. It was quite a thick line in the photo that I was looking at, so I just went ahead and did that with eyeshadow, and then also took the same two shades and dragged those on the outer half of the lower lash line. To add a little bit more depth, I took a mixture of Cashmere Bunny and Sexpresso and just kind of deepened up that line that we had put there initially, and making sure it didn't touch the wing at the end, like it was kind of a double flare at the end of there, if you see what I mean. I don't know, I just wanted to add a little bit more depth, and that's what I did. So in the photo, her eyes almost look wet, so I tried to mimic this by using the Flower Cosmetics Wild Geranium Cream Eyeshadow and then mixing a lot of the MAC Fix Plus in there, and I was just patting that on, layering it onto the eyelids, and it had a nice wet effect for a little while, but it kind of faded, so I don't know. That's what I tried to do. I tried to make the eyes look wet, and that's the combination I used. So then I went ahead with the shade Heaven again and just highlighted the inner corners of the eyes. Nothing too shimmery, just a nice matte little highlight. And then I used the Kat Von D tattoo liner to create her little mole. So for the lips, I started out with MAC's Vino lip liner and just outlined the lips with that, kind of filling it in a little bit to create the darker edges around the edges of the lips. And then I filled in the rest of the lips with NARS Mysterious Red Matte Lip Pencil, but then I actually didn't like how purple the Vino was, so I went over top of it after with the MAC Currant Lip Liner, which you'll see in a moment here, filled those in, and then just kept layering the lipstick and the liner until I got my desired shaded effect. And once the lips were applied, it's time to do the bloody neck. I just used the Ben Nye Liquid Fake Blood that I got from Dawn's Hobby Shop. It ended up being like a really good product, but it was really sticky, and I regret putting the wig on after I did the blood. Should have put the wig on first because it got all in the wig, which you'll see in a moment. Oh well, what can you do? I thought the neck looked really cool though, and I actually really liked the wig with it too. And then once you put the wig on, that is everything for this very simple makeup tutorial for the Lady Gaga Countess look from the American Horror Story show, which I have never seen. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Have a very happy Halloween, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!